guys, welcome back to Jamie's Crazy Life. I have my plywood. See that? Sorry about shaking the camera. I have 2 sheets of plywood in here. This part of the build with the plywood, I got 4 2x2s and then a package of screws, 2 different sizes to go into the plywood and the 2x2. And I got a couple packages of L brackets to screw the table in and stuff. Now, I have never been so close to my steering wheel in my entire life. Don't know if you can see it, but I had to pull these seats up as far as I could to get the second piece of plywood in because I don't want to cut it. I don't want to cut it. So, yes. Because I'm going to use it, but I don't know what measurements I'm going to use yet. So I don't want to cut something until I'm ready to cut it. And I can cut it myself. I just have to pull out the jigsaw and the circle saw and learn how to use it and do it. That's all. Which is no big deal. But yes, I got to go straight home because normally I don't drive with my belly button. But I'm excited because the husband went and got new wipers. He didn't get them put on. So they got to be put on. The husband picked up the van today. So it is all like ready to go. So I'm heading home. He and the daughter wanted to go to Pizza Hut for dinner. I had heartburn yesterday, horrible heartburn yesterday, so I did not want to go for pizza. That's the last thing I wanted was pizza. Alright, you guys, I am home now. I got the wood home fine. I'd show you guys what all I had to get, but it's dark out there. We live out to where there's no light. I mean, when it's dark, it's black out. So, but I got it home. I'm excited because now I just got to start the van build. And I got to get the solar roof rack made for the solar to go on. And the only other thing I need is possibly a backup camera. And I need another key. I only have 1 key. I called the local in Bradenton in town. I had to drive in. But that's the closest Chevrolet dealership that I can think of. I don't know if there's one. I don't know where there's any more. But I called them. It's called Cox Chevrolet, and I know why I don't deal with them. When I went looking for a van, I found one there, and they gave me a price last week. They gave me a price, out the door price, okay? Out the door price. And after talking with husband, we were okay with the out the door price, okay? So I said, that's out the door, everything out the door. And he said, yes, ma'am. Because I'm like, I just want to know out the door price. You know, I said, I don't want you sending me over to the guy who tries to sell me extra packages on the car or whatever. Because I'm not going to use their mechanics anyways. I use my mechanic and that's it. I don't use anybody else. I mean, I don't care what warranty cars come with. I don't use them. I use my mechanic. I pay my mechanic because I trust him. So when the guy bumped it up, $2,000 at the end of this, and he says, well, the numbers changed a little bit, but I think you'll be okay with it. And he had shown me what the price of the vehicle was worth originally. He says it's still under what we should be selling this vehicle at. It was $200 under what they claimed they should have been selling at, that they were giving us a deal. Now, the guy was already telling me that the vehicle was like $2,000 more than the advertised in the newspaper or whatever, or online advertisement, because that was an internet special with a trade-in. And I was like, well, I don't have a trade-in. But when that went up $2,000 more than what he told me was out the door, I got up, ripped up the piece of paper, and walked out the door. I said, no, you told me out the door. Out the door is out the door, not add $2,000 to it and everything. And then he kept texting me. even the next day he texted me. He kept texting me. And I'm like, finally he said to me, well, it's a good deal, And I said, well, let somebody else have the good deal. Because I don't mess around that way. So I called them today to see about getting a key fob for this car I just bought. And the woman was like, she questioned the brand, the make of the vehicle. I'm like, it's a Chevrolet Uplander. A Chevy Uplander. And she says, are you sure it's not something else? I'm like, no, it's an Uplander. So she didn't even, granted, I know it's a 2007, but she questioned me. And then she said, I could come in and get one done by 5 o'clock today, but I had to have proof that the vehicle was mine. Okay, I have a key and a key fob already, but I was going to have to prove that the vehicle was mine with a registration before they would sell me a key fob. I'm like, seriously? I get it, but I don't get it. I guess if you get service done at Cox Chevrolet in Bradenton, Florida, you have to have proof of your ownership of the vehicle to get service done. So I found a locksmith that's going to do it. I don't know what Cox Chevrolet would have charged, but I'm not, okay, they leave a bad taste in my mouth every time I've dealt with them now. I've had to deal with them over the years when there's been a car accident because that's where the appraisal for the car insurance was. And the last time we had a car accident and I had to go deal with them with the appraiser, it was a headache. It was a headache. I had dropped off paperwork and for the appraiser, and the people at Cox Chevrolet said they would give the appraiser the paperwork because she wasn't in, even though she said she was going to be in. And it was around and around to the point where they called me up and said, you need to drop off, you need to come in and do the paperwork. I'm like, I've done it. You need to find it because I did it and I dropped it off with such and such at least I had a name. And eventually they said, oh yeah, we found it. So they leave a bad taste in my mouth, a bad taste. Just like, oh, yuck. So, needless to say, I'm not getting my key fob done there. Because if I don't have to spend my money there, I ain't going to spend my money there. I think it's actually cheaper at the Pop and Lock guy. He was really nice over the phone, too. He's like, I can get, if it's any emergency, I can get you it wouldn't be necessarily a GMC or Chevy or whatever. But it would be like an off-brand fob that works just fine. I said, I don't care what you do as long as it works. I said, but it's not like an emergency to have it done tonight. I said, I need it within the next week or so. So that's going to happen. So there's some little miscellaneous things I need to do. Tomorrow I'm going to play with the plywood and the tile and get that laid and stuff tomorrow, hopefully, and I'll try to videotape it. That's really about it. It was kind of a boring day other than that. So I will see you guys. I'm tired. Sorry, guys. But I will see you guys in the next video. But the van's home. I bought the wood from Home Depot. It wasn't too bad. I bought like two sheets of the thicker plywood. I don't know what is 3/4 plywood, the thicker one. I don't know. It's a thick one. Bought 2 sheets of that. And then I bought 4 2x2s, I said. A couple different sizes of L brackets. Because I'm going to screw down the legs of the coffee table. It's going to be the base of the bed so that it doesn't go flying around on me. So I'm going to L bracket it down. And then I got this, I don't know what it is, but it's somewhere near, you get it out of, it's galvanized. It comes on a row. It's like galvanized metal on a row with holes in it that I'm going to use to anchor down the drawers I got. So as I'm doing this crazy stuff, I'll let you guys see. I'm not quite sure if I'm putting wood behind the cabinets or not. I haven't quite decided. That's why I got 2 sheets of plywood. I mean, I needed 2 sheets. One completely fits perfect in the floorboard of the back end. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to I don't have to do nothing. It just fits perfectly. In fact, I had to move the seats, as I showed you guys before. I had to move the seats up just to get the plywood in. So once the seats are back where they're supposed to be, that plywood ain't going nowhere. I was lucky. It was 4x8, the space I'm working with. I saw some really cool stuff at Home Depot that can work as like a backsplash if I want it for decorations. It looks like old-fashioned metal, like in the old-fashioned ceilings, but it's actually plastic, so it weighs nothing. You just stick it on with liquid nails. So I'm very intrigued with that stuff. I think it would be pretty, but do I want to spend the money or not? I have to decide. But and I could cut it easy, and it doesn't weigh nothing. Because right now my only weight in the thing is going to be the plywood and the coffee table. Even though the coffee table is solid wood, it's not heavy. I could pick it up with one hand and carry it out. Because they were like, I did that in the store, and they were like, huh? I'm like, it's not that heavy, guys. I'm not a weakling. I mean, I'm not a weakling. So okay, that's it. I'm rambling now. So van is home, wood is here. I just got to dig out a saw and dig out a drill. So see y'all in the next video. Like I say, enjoy life. Enjoy the craziness of life, because when you tell a friend about it, you might just laugh. Or chuckle to yourself. Okay, see y'all in the next video. Bye.